Hey, Mark the Meerkat here with Grok Trade with the trade of the day. But before that, we've got some big news going on here at Grok Trade and has to do with the Grok Day Trading Chat Room and others. So let's get into the March Madness announcement here. We want to announce March Madness, where the Grok Day Trading Chat Room, as it stands right now, will be free for anyone who wants to join us for the month of March. What we're doing is we're transitioning over to a different type of a chat room, and this particular chat room will be closing here on April the 1st. That's right, April the 1st we'll be closing the room. So if you want to get in the room, come in, get your vacuum cleaners out, come suck as much out of me as you want as I continue to call trades here for the rest of the month of March. March Madness. Well, what's that going to lead to here? Well, that's going to lead to the launching of the new Grok Grad Trading Room. That's right, a Grok Grad Trading Room, and it will be free starting April the 4th. And this will be a different room, but it will just be switching from being leader-led to being led by our Grok graduates. Now, what do you mean by Grok graduate? Those who have attended our 301 or 401 mentoring programs, and they will then be leading and making the calls in those rooms. Now, it's going to be free for all Grok graduates from this point forward as just part of the mentoring program. It's also going to be a free 6-week trial for those who are not Grok graduates, so you can try the room out, and then if you want to sign up for a mentoring program, you can be in that room for the rest of your trading life for free. And then we have now the day traders. It will be open for day traders from 9 to 11, and it will have part-time coaches in there, which we'll be talking about in just a second. And then for swing traders, we're still going to determine the times, in the evening and how frequently that the swing traders, the Grok graduate swing traders, want to have that room so they can discuss swing trading. So that's the new room that's going to be opening up as of April 4th. But until then, we got March Madness. So we got good news, bad news, the room's closing. But good news, we're having another room come in. Good news, it's free. And so let's see, what does that mean for me, Mark the Meerkat? One of my roles here at Grok Trade is going to change. That is as we transition the Grok Day Trading Chat Room over to the Grok Grad Trading Room, I'm going to switch from leading the room and making calls to just being a coach in the room, coaching those who are trading in the room, and I'll just be part-time at that point. Now, as far as my other roles here, I'm still going to lead this 301 mentoring program and deliver that training. I'm still going to be a mentor for Grok graduates as they move forward in implementing those things that they learn in our mentoring program education part. And then also going to still be making those trade of the day trading videos in which you can, with lessons to learn. So that means it's going to have March Madness. That's right. Come into the Grok Day Trading Room for free for the month of March. Starting in April, we're going to have the free Grok Graduate Trading Room, and it's going to be for Grok graduates free, and then we can also have a 6-week trial for you non-graduates, and then of course just my role is going to shift as far as the chat room is concerned. Other than that, I'm still around. So since I'm still around, let's get to it. Let's get right to the trade of the day. That's right, we have a trade of the day here. Whoa, here it comes. Yeah, okay, whatever. So here we go. Trade of the day, and it was on CANO here, and it had opened up and it was moving big. I mean, it's up 39% as I make this recording here just after 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Now here it was in a ascending triangle, a little sloppy, but ascending triangle, and this 635 here was acting as resistance area. So I got a set of trade. Here's my trade set, a buy limit order at 638. If it pops up other, I want to hit T to transmit, and then this is my 1% attached stop. See, if I move this exactly 1% behind is an attached stop, so I set that again at 38. And we're ready to go. And look at that. You see that yellow thing there? Right now, at this moment, when I'm making this recording, 4 hours later, it's right there at the same point. That's the current pricing on it. But let's take a look at what it was this morning, just after 10 a.m. And so let's see what happened next. Boom, look at that. This ticker shot out here, and I got in at 638 on CANO, and I am now long, and I have a 1% attached stop here at 632. But it did wick all the way up here to 45 and then pop right back. That's almost a 1% pullback just in a flash like that. So let's keep seeing what happens after that. And it just kind of stayed there for a while. And look at that, it did wick down here and within 1 penny of my stop, but I hadn't moved it yet. I was still at 1%, and then it started to take off here. And now the volume started to come in on that candle, and look at that, boom, boom, boom. Let's pull this down here a little bit so we can see it. Look at that, pop right up here. And so now I bring in my full stop here. I then set up a half order here. My rules say that if it stalls, I want to take out half. But I had set up that half order ready to go. And what happened was here, which is kind of hard to recreate here, is that this shot up here, and it was huge volume, and then it immediately opened, and then it's a big red candle down. I thought maybe this was capitulation, so I went ahead and I got out half here, right at 652 for 2.2% on the first half. Again, it had popped up and it was a red candle down with big volume. I thought we were at a capitulation here. We have a thrust of volume and a big thrust in price. That was a new high of day at the time, and then it pulled back. So I got out there, and then of course what happened? It wicked right back up and closed there at around 655. So now I have my second stop here. I changed the number of shares in there to reflect how many I have left. I'm following this 8 EMA all the way up here. Let's see what happened after that. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh my, look at this. I got to pull it down again. Look at that. That's big. That's a big move up here. Now again, this is about a 3% move up there. So I'm following this 8 EMA up here, 8 EMA here, and I'm here at 659 was where my stop was, 659, just below the even 60. And again, this is 2% higher. But it was getting way overextended, likely to pull back, so I wanted to give it a little bit of room to pull back. And what happened is it just did what? Bam! Look at that. In one candle, it went down 3%. 3% down in one candle. And it didn't stop me out at 659. It actually stopped me out at 656 was my fill on my stop. It just jumped right over my stop and filled me here at 656 for 2.8% on the second half. All right, so let's take a look here at this overall trade. It was a ascending triangle here, and then it broke out from there, and it in what I thought it might be capitulation. Well, again, in the dynamic candles, it appeared more like that. I went ahead and I took out my partial, and then I was following my stop up at a reasonable distance behind, and when it snapped back 3%, it got me out. Total trade 2.5% in 9 minutes. Now, you want to know more about this ascending triangle, you can go to freeonlinetradingeducation.com. That's right, freeonlinetradingeducation.com. And you go to chart school. So go to chart school, and that pattern here, again, it was a bullish pattern, ascending triangle, very first one. Click on that and you can see what we're talking about right here with an ascending triangle. It had a horizontal line here, and it was coming up here and getting tighter and tighter. And you can read about what it is here, and then here's some examples of them here. These are on some daily charts. Look at that powerful breakout there, and also this one, and it just kept running. And then here's another one just set up here right now as a high base, but it had an ascending triangle and did break out. And this was a day trade. It also had a nice powerful breakout from there as well. So that's called an ascending triangle. If you'd like to join us with March Madness in the Grok Day Trading Chat Room, if you can be there from 9 to about 11:30 Eastern Time, go to groktrade.com, groktrade.com, different than freeonlinetradingeducation.com, and go to the Day Trading Chat Room. Then right here it talks about March Madness. That's right. And if you like to go into there, we're going to be transitioning over from that chat room to this new Grok Grad Trading Room. Just hit March Madness right here to register, and you can come join us the very next morning. You can be there with us. Again, that's 9 o'clock to about 11:30 Eastern Time. And again, this weekend we're changing our clocks forward, so just remember that. So this is Mark the Meerkat. As Doug from our mentoring program and in the Grok Day Trading Chat Room said, when it comes to the markets, there are no rules. There are only odds. Trade well, and may your winners run.